Okay.
All right, we're
We are live.
live. Yes, and everything's all good. No communication issues. We're live in YouTube and we're live in TikTok. So, how is everyone doing? We actually have one major upgrade.
Mhm.
Actually, two major upgrades. You
Yeah.
could kind of say two major upgrades. Yeah. So, if you want, we could be talking. We could talk about that. Oh, hi, Todo. How are you? Yeah, so we're good. We're good. How's your week day so far? How's everyone's weekend day so far? So far ours has been really busy
Yeah.
and a great learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Been a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. All good. We're here every week, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you guys that can't what's this watch, um, just always replay,
Yeah.
and it's once a week, so
Yeah.
it's all good. So yeah. Oh, someone said. Oh no, never mind. That someone says. Oh, hi for low. How are you? We are all good. Just tired.
Yeah.
Um,
We've been busy.
yeah, really busy.
Busy this week.
We're actually doing something right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's no lights here in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's this? We're changing the brackets. All good here. That's good. Yeah, we're all good here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just tired. Um, so yeah, this weekend was it this weekend? Yeah, it was this
Mm-hmm.
weekend. Yeah, on Saturday or last week, our front big brake kit from Willwood Brakes arrived,
Mm-hmm.
and we installed that during the weekend.
Yeah. And
And
that was our reveal because we haven't provided who was our big break kit.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We were going with like a few companies.
Mm-hmm.
Should we name it or no?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
But Willwood was the one that actually
Said, hey, we'll
yeah.
sponsor you guys.
Yeah.
Fill up this application.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're very blessed with
Yeah.
Willwood Brakes.
Yeah.
Um, they're at first, man, when we received the box of the brakes, we were like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna install this?
Mm-hmm.
So I called up our mechanic friend and gave us a quote on. Oh, thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Gave us a quote on how much he was going to charge us, which is not bad. He was going to only charge us $400 for
Mm-hmm.
labor to install those big brake kits in the front. And we it's actually replacing your whole brake system and line,
Mm-hmm.
and you're replacing it with theirs, and you're adding a new brake line. Uh, so it did some, or not did, there were some a lot of labor involved with, actually a lot of labor, but it's actually not, it's hard but it's not too hard.
Mm-hmm.
um Once, at first we were like, what are we do, like we were really like reading the instruction manual and watching their Willwood videos all at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
so we don't miss or skip a step. And so the first side we did was the driver's side, and it took us about what, 3.5 hours to do
Yeah.
it. So removing the brakes, the brake pad, or no, first putting it on brake maintenance mode was kind of tricky,
Yeah.
but she got it.
It took us a lot of tries
Yeah,
before we finally
yeah,
set it to the brake service brake mode.
yes. And then after that, uh, r- removing the brake pads and rotors was actually not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're just doing a nice simple brake job, it's actually pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just like literally four screws, two screws for the to hold the rotors, or no, to hold the brake pads, and two big screws holding the brake rotors, and that's it. Yeah. Um, but what made it technical was change. Uh, what's this? Changing the brake line system, and bleeding. Well, kind of bleeding the brakes.
It's our first time doing it,
Yeah.
so those are like our challenges. I'm sure like other people doing breaks, probably for them it's an easy job. For us it was a big learning experience. That's why when we did the driver's side, when we were now finally doing the driver's side, it was a little bit easier
Passenger
now,
side.
or passenger side. It was a little bit easier now because we already know, kind of know what to do, kind of know what to skip, because that part is unnecessary, or that step we don't need to do. And then the part that it was not clear is how to bleed the brake, but we
Yeah,
learned that
I
too.
know, I know. Bionic Rooster said, "Why is this in my algo?" Okay. I have no idea.
Hmm. you
Um,
can just you can just skip out,
yeah,
move on to a different video.
yeah. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So after doing the driver's side, it took us 3 hours and 30 minutes to do, and then doing the passenger side only took us 1 hour and 30 minutes, or just an hour.
About an hour 30 minutes.
About an hour and 30 minutes to do the passenger side.
Hmm.
Um, and then we had to bleed the brakes, because after doing it, I was pressing the brakes and it just sunk in.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
So I had to text my mechanic friend and ask, hey, help us, help. Like, is this how you do it? And he said, no, you have to bleed the brakes.
Yeah, it's because we changed the wire, the what's that, the brake line.
The brake lines.
So there's no brake fluid in the brake line and in the caliper. So that's why you need to bleed it, so all of like the components in the brake system will have that brake fluid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so yeah, so we went to Harbor Freight, got the cheapest what's this, brake bleeder
Bleeder tool.
tool. Yeah,
Supposed to be for one person, but
yeah. Ended up taking two of us doing the bleeder, and then the Wheelwood brakes had a special what's this, nozzle?
Mm-hmm. Bleeder nozzle or
Yeah,
something.
that we had to insert, and also the tool to open it. So the tool
Yeah.
to open the Wheelwood brake nozzle, uh, thankfully we had a tool that could
Yeah.
open
We
it.
had a wrench, like an old wrench that we
Yeah,
bought long time ago. It's a 1/4. It was like really tiny.
it doesn't come with the brakes,
Mm-hmm.
so we had to think outside the box on how to open up uh, the bleeder nozzle to bleed the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, once we got all done, after bleeding the brakes, the brake the we started the car, pressed on the brake, and thankfully it got all hard again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we
It went
were,
back to normal.
yes, it was back to normal, and then we had the opportunity to break in the brakes, and
Mm-hmm.
then the next day took it out, went on the freeway and tested,
Yeah.
and wow, the Willwood brakes is actually what's this, a lot. I mean, wow, really better than the OEM.
Mm-hmm.
First off, it's a six piston big brake kit. So the OEM is only two piston. So you could really like feel
The
and
difference.
and
Yeah.
tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, while driving, and the way I was braking too was normal, like as if I was driving our, like, with OEM brakes. that was the same style that I was breaking.
Mhm.
Like I didn't do anything special
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Willwood brakes did make a huge difference. Willwood is, in opinion, is one of the top two brake system. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Willwood and Brembo is like the top echelon in racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, racing brakes. So for King of the Hammers, everyone there uses Willwood brakes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't know any other
I don't
brake
know
company.
too.
Yeah, so uh, and it's all made here in the USA. So
Yeah.
that's another great benefit. And
Mm-hmm.
number two, they're in headquarters is in Camarillo,
Yeah.
California. So it's just basically
Local.
kind of local. They're about 3 hours north
Mm-hmm.
from here. No, not 3 hours north, but probably 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
2 hours north of here. So that's nice. And we also see them a lot in the car events.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Off Road Expo, Sand
Or
Sports Super
Super Show.
Show,
Yeah.
King of the Hammers. They
Mm-hmm.
have a booth there. SEMA, they're
Mm-hmm.
also too at SEMA.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we are very blessed and honored to be part of the Willwood Break team.
Yeah,
So we were not expecting that we are going to get
sponsored by them.
sponsored by them,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we just submitted our application and they said yes.
I
So we
know.
were like so happy. We didn't want to reveal it yet until we
We're 100%
100%
sure.
sure.
But the Willwood Breaks came in on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
or or was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah,
Because
Thursday.
if it would have arrived on Wednesday, we would have showed it to you guys
Mm-hmm.
like fresh from the box.
Mm-hmm.
But it arrived on Thursday, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, when are we gonna install this?"
Yeah.
And then we were contemplating whether to call our mechanic or not. And we were like, you know what? Um, I think we need to do this.
Yeah, we were thinking that we need to learn how to change our brakes. Like
Yeah,
we need to know how to service it. The hard part is the putting the Bronco in the brake service
yeah.
mode.
That's actually one of the hard part. Is
Yeah.
have you guys ever tried putting your Bronco in the brake service maintenance mode? Yeah, because that man, that was really tricky.
Yeah. And then removing it
Oh my
is
gosh, that's
another tricky
yeah.
part.
So getting out of the brake maintenance service mode, that's like it's really very tricky. I think she tried it like 30 times
Or more.
or more
Yeah. And I
until
watched like multiple videos.
yeah. We watched an F-150 video. We watched
Yeah.
a Bronco video. We watched a Ford Fiesta video.
Yeah.
A Ford. I don't know, but
Yeah, and every single one of them will have a different step.
a different style too
Yeah.
of like, so like, all right, this is how you turn it off. And then they would say, oh yeah, we noticed in one other video they forgot to mention this step.
And then we
Then
were like, what?
or like, all right, then maybe we had to press the brake and then press the park button and hold it for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it still wouldn't. But
Yeah.
then she finally got it when so basically is like you reverse the step, but you have to do it kind of fast though.
Yeah.
You can't
don't
take
need
your
to-
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you I just wish Ford never did that. Stupid brake service.
I know. I hope it's just like a few step, and it's like easy.
Yeah,
You
it was kind of um tricky actually.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you guys ever decide, I'm sure you guys would have no choice but to change your brakes soon.
Mhm.
But for the 2.3, uh, not for the 2.7, we heard that changing the front,
Mhm.
just the front, we heard that you could probably get away with it and not do it.
Not do this.
Yeah, not do the
service.
brake service mode for the front 2.3. But we decided to do it anyways because we're changing the whole brake system,
Mhm.
not just rotors and pads.
Yeah.
I mean, we're changing the like the lines, everything.
Mhm.
So we were like, you know what? Let's just do it because we don't want to drive, and next thing you know, like
Yeah,
some
get stuck.
service
Yeah.
issue
Or
comes
or
out,
the
or
brake will get stuck somewhere.
yeah, that too. So it was a very invasive work, but we did it. Thankfully,
Mhm.
thank God that
Yeah, and we did a lot of test driving just to make sure. And then we tried it in the streets. We tried it
in
in
the
the freeway.
freeway,
We tried, all kinds of
not
in
off roading yet.
traffic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Uphill,
downhill.
downhill.
So we just to make sure that it's working properly, that
Yeah,
we install it correctly.
yeah. So that
Hmm.
was our number one concern, because all we had was some professional tips, but no one
But they're
really,
not
they're
here
not here to check,
to see and.
to inspect and say, hey, you guys did a good job, you guys are clear and good to go. Yeah, so yeah, so our next goal now is our rear brakes.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, no company makes a big brake kit for the rear for the Bronco.
Mhm.
Even Bayer too, they don't make rear big brake kits. They only make calipers and rotors. Willwood doesn't have it yet either, or who's another? Brembo.
Mhm. Don't even have it.
They only,
Just
well, they
brake
have
pads.
brake pads. That's about it.
Mhm.
So yeah, no company. I mentioned Bayer because they do have a big brake kit system, and they do have a rear side, but their rear is just what do you call
A
those?
replacement. Yeah.
Replacement and a cover.
Mhm.
They have a cover for your rear. So you guys could, if you guys check out like Lethal Performance and go under brakes,
Yeah.
you will see it there. If you
Yeah.
guys go to Bayer.com in their website, they don't even show you the big brake kit system.
Yeah.
Only the rotors and brake pads.
But if you go to Willwood Brakes, they already have the big brake kit for the front.
Yes.
So I did ask them if they're going to build a rear. They said that it's still in the process. I don't know what that means. If they're actually going to release something. But they say it's gonna probably take a while, maybe because they still need to do an R&D
Yeah.
on it. So they said that unfortunately there's no rear brakes for it
Yeah, just letting you guys know too why only the front and not the rear, because the rear brakes is electronic
because of that
something.
e-brake,
Yeah, the e
the
brake.
parking e-brake
Yeah, it's really
thing.
different.
Yeah, I think it's messing up with all of the electronic things. So when company would have to build it, it needs to make sure that it will be compatible with the e-brake system.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So yeah.
Yeah, and the number one reason why we went with Willwood was because one, reliability,
Mm-hmm.
number two, parts available.
Yeah.
Those were the two things, and number three, made in USA. Number four,
It's they have a legacy already.
yeah,
Their
they're
name,
champions
yeah.
in off-road
Mm-hmm.
racing. So stick with the champs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we saw them work in King of the Hammers.
Mm-hmm.
How good they do. So why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we went with Willwood Brakes.
Yeah. And we are very grateful and blessed
Yes,
to
yeah,
be part of them.
yeah. So yeah, that was our brake situation.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just waiting for our rear brakes. And do you want to talk more about the rear?
Yeah, so the rear we just bought a EBC system, EBC brake system, just a rotor
And
and the brake
pads.
pads. So once we receive that, we'll go ahead and try to install that too.
Hopefully, it's as easy
I know.
as the fronts. We,
Mm-hmm.
we already got a good feel on on the how to do your brakes.
Mm-hmm.
We're just hoping that it's easy as the front,
Mm-hmm.
nothing too technical,
I know. So we're hoping
and
for
we don't
that.
have to bleed it because we're not changing the
The
lines
lines.
or putting a new brake system in it.
Oh, yeah,
Just
or changing the calipers. The calipers will be the same, just the brake
yeah,
pads that will
and we'll
be.
be using OEM screws.
Mhm.
Yeah, because for the front, the big brake kit system, yeah, we ended up changing the screws and the brackets. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
another one too. We had to swap the brackets too and
Yeah.
clips.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the big brake kit really had a lot of things going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, so just changing the rear, it's just brake pads and rotors.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we got the OEM brake pads, it was we still had what like 40%
I
left.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's
still
not
kind
too.
of
Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't. I thought it was gonna be a lot less
Mhm.
because we're a lot heavier now
Yeah.
from when we were still stock.
Mhm.
We added a lot of stuff, so our tires got bigger and our weight, our
Suspension.
suspension, because I'm sure our suspension weighs more than the OEM too.
Mhm.
So yeah, we thought we were gonna like um, eat a lot of breaks, but wow, we still had 40%,
Yeah. You still
and
have a lot.
we have 42,000 miles right now in the
Mhm.
Bronco. So having 40% with 42,000 miles, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we took this to Yosemite, to Sequoia, Pismo Beach,
Moab.
Moab, Utah, um, uh, Arizona,
Vegas.
back and forth to Vegas like three
Yeah.
times. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so and a bunch of trails too. So yeah, I was just shocked that the front brakes,
You're still good.
it's still kind of
Mm.
good, kind of
Mhm.
good. Yes, and now I'm actually kind of curious to see how our rear uh, brakes will look
Yeah.
like. So this will be interesting.
Mhm.
And what else? So yeah, so we already got the front brakes. Now, we'll be working on the rear, and we're missing some lights here because
Mhm.
we're just painting some brackets right now. And as you guys notice, our what do you call this, intercooler?
Mhm.
It's painted. You could actually see through it now. So was it yesterday? Yeah, it was just yesterday. Yesterday, we took all of our inner cooler and all of the pipings out. Even from the turbo, we took the turbo piping out. And yes, our turbo is okay. And yeah, we painted that whole thing and redid the whole intercooler piping system from the hot side to the cold side. So yeah, and here it is now, and not sure if you guys could see it right there. And right now too, this morning I sanded the brackets that's holding the lights, and I repainted them. Right now it's drying up. It should be dry already. And yeah, and then later on we're gonna put everything back together.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is now you could really see our high mount intercooler from Wagner Tuning. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, I guess that's all the new stuff
Yeah.
that we've done so far. This weekend we might go to a car show on Sunday.
Mhm.
We might.
Yeah.
Um,
Depending on the brake.
yeah, depending on the rear brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either we install it on Saturday and finish it, or we would just do it next week.
yeah,
Yeah.
one or the other. Yeah. So yeah, that is our schedule for this week. And Spocom Anaheim is coming up soon. In what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Wow, in 2 weeks. That is like our biggest car show for
Mhm.
this year. And no, actually, one of our biggest car shows for this year. And after that, we could test all these things in the trail.
Mhm.
Now we just got to pick which trail. Should we go back to Bronco Knoll? Should we go back to Calico? Or should we try another trail? So we shall see. And going up to Bronco Knoll is pretty kind of scary,
Yeah.
especially if you're scared of heights,
Mhm.
because you incline 19 to 20 degrees,
Yeah.
and it's yeah, it's pretty scary. Yeah. So yeah, we shall see after Spocom.
Mhm.
That's why right now we're just keeping it nice, clean, adding some stuff, making it look prettier, and hopefully we
Yeah.
win again at Spokane
Yeah.
this year. So yeah, what else?
What else?
Um, so as of now, we're just waiting for the rear brakes. Um, hopefully, uh, it arrives tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what UPS says.
Yeah.
That are oh yeah, by the way, EBC brakes, guys, is made in England.
England.
Yeah, it's British made, so that's good to know. Yeah, and they're known for racing too as well. And too bad they don't have a big brake kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just your regular brakes and rotors.
Yeah. Your replacement. There you go.
Yeah, for your OEM.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what else? Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So after this, we are going to put the lights back here, and I believe the brackets are already dry.
Mhm.
And what else? Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Any? Do you guys have any questions about the brakes or installs or um, anything else? Um, our MPGs did go up to 13 miles a gallon now. So we're
Yeah.
very, very happy about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's,
And I know we had that situation when we were coming home from Vegas.
The turbo?
The turbo. So it's still good as of right now. We took, since we had to paint the Wagner tuning intercooler, we had to take everything apart again and put it back. So far so good. We test um drove the Bronco again, just to make sure everything is flowing. It looks like everything is flowing. We haven't had any check engine lights
yeah,
since
that's
then.
that's my
Yeah.
number one concern
Yeah,
is the
since
check
then
engine light.
we haven't had any check engine lights since then. So it's been good. It's been good.
Turbo's running perfect.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
There's no lag.
no lag. There is actually a Jeep meet this Friday.
Oh, this Friday.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're 50-50.
Mhm.
Yeah. What's happening this weekend? So this weekend, it's actually on a Sunday. This Sunday, there's a car show, but man, it's kind of far though.
Mm.
It's in Bates Nut Farm by Escondido. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's like east of San Diego,
San Diego.
and that's going to be on a Sunday.
Mhm.
So we're still 50-50 because we're still waiting for our rear brakes
Yeah.
and hoping that we could install it, yeah, already, and we'll make a video on that too, of course,
Mhm.
on how to install the rear brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this time not a big brake kit, just your regular.
Yeah, to replace it.
But we do have our what's that, brake cover, and we put a Willwood sticker there
Yeah.
to match our
Front
big brake kit.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's matching.
Mm-hmm.
So so yeah, and hopefully Willwood will develop the rear big brake kit.
So it's all matched.
Yeah, and hopefully too that it's the same style on installing.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's not like you need a fork scan or
No.
or you need like some crazy like stuff to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, why did Ford have to do
Mhm.
that? But yeah, I guess that's it. Huh?
Mhm.
All right. So anything else, guys? Before we head out, we just got to do a simple installed. Just gotta put the front uh,
Like
light
our
bar again. Yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys.
We'll
Have
see you guys again next week.
Yeah, have a good night, have a good weekend, and have a good rest of your week.
All right.
All right. Have a good rest of your week. You too,
You
Forehead.
too, for high for low.